안녕하세요. This is the third writing video of the week, and I am going to teach you two more consonants that is very related to the ones that we've learned. Okay, so we have learned 그, 느, 드, and then we learned all 5 vowels. And the consonants that I want to teach you today is t, and k. The reason why I picked those is that they are related, like that, and they are related. So let's see, 그 was a gun, right? And then you pull the trigger and you kill, 그, right? Just you add one more stroke to make it a little bit more, a little bit stronger. So 그, 크, 그, 크, or C. So I think the example will be get. Well, I don't know if there's a word like, well, I guess we could write get. I get it, right? Get. And this one will be cat. K, g. Okay, g, k. I picked these two because this is easy to memorize. Okay, just remember, you just put one more stroke here. G, k. So repeat after me. G, k. Again. G, k. Let's say this. Get, cat. Okay, g, k. Now the other one is do. These two are related. Do. And then you put one more line, just like that in the middle. To. Do, to. Okay, this is do, and this is to. So pay attention to the sound where your tongue goes. Okay, so say do, to. It's pretty much the same place, right? This is stronger. Do. So your tongue touches the hard palate, upper palate, and then down. Do. How about to? Slightly a little different place, but basically the same pattern. Do, to. How about gu, ku? Pay attention to where your tongue is. Okay, gu, ku. It comes from the back of your throat, right? So this is pretty easy to remember. Okay, just one more stroke there. So let's write. Let's use ah. Okay, so we're gonna work with the k. Let's write k maybe 10 times. Here we go. K. Oh, let me make it bigger. Okay, so you write k first, k, and then line. Okay, k. Write 7 and then line. So you could actually write it very fast. You could write it fast. Okay. 그, 크. 5 more time. 크. We don't want to kill anybody, but think about the gun. 크. Pull it. 크. 크. You kill. 크. 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 Let's write 카. 카. Again, 카. 카. 2 more times. 카. One more. 카. How about 커? 커. 크. 커. 커. 2 more times. 크, 커. 크, 커. Let's write E. 크, key. So if you want to transliterate the key, the English key, and you want to transliterate it in Korean, this is how you write it. 크, 이, key. Okay, key, by the way, means height. Your height. Key. 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 What about to? Okay, we'll work with this time. Okay, to that'll be ta, ta, ta. Here we go. So it's like E, right? Capital E in English. So you can write capital E very fast. Yeah, you can do that. Okay, to ta. To ta. 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 So think of it as writing a capital E, and let's see if you could write fast. Okay, ta. Ta. Oops. Ta. Again. Okay, 2 more times. To ta. To ta. How about tea? Tea. You drink a tea. Tea. To e. Tea. 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 T. Now we'll just do a little bit more. Ya and yo. Ya, yo. How about ka? This was ka, and I say ka, Y sound. You add one more. Ka. Ka, right? Ka. How about tia? Y-U-H. Yo, right? So yo, ta. And if you want to say yo, you just add one more. Tia. To yo. Okay? Tio. Yeah, you get it, right? Okay, let's do a self-quiz, okay? Say it before I say it. G. K. T. G. K. T. D. T. G. K. D. T. 아. 다. 타. 타. 다. 가. 카. 캬. 캬. 냐. 캬. 차. 기. 키. 디. 티. 기. 키. 키. 기. 다. 가. 가. 타. 커. 거. 터. 커.
대박. 대박.
대박.